Last time we watched the world burn, the Great Dying, a catastrophe so severe it wiped out 90% of life on Earth. But from the ashes came a new world, one teeming with possibility. Welcome to the Jurassic. And with that introduction, we're going to continue with part 2 of the story on how the Earth looked like when dinosaurs ruled the Earth. Let's go. Jurassic Period. The Jurassic Period wasn't just the time of the dinosaurs, it was the age of when the Earth itself was reshaping. A time of geological upheaval that laid the foundation for what was to come. As the continents began to drift apart, the world grew unrecognizable. The once mighty supercontinent Pangaea began to fracture, splitting along invisible fault lines that would change everything. What happened next wasn't just a few earthquakes or volcanic eruptions. Entire land masses were pulled apart, creating new seas, mountain ranges, and rift valleys. The land that was once connected now found itself isolated by vast oceans, shifting climates, and growing geological instability. The Earth began to breathe differently. With the splitting of the continents, climate shifted. Some areas once lush and humid began to dry out, while others saw violent weather patterns take hold. The great deserts began to form. The once stable coastal environments shifted into tidal flats and salt marshes. But there were consequences. The atmosphere itself thickened, trapping heat and creating warmer and more volatile world. Rising carbon dioxide levels in the air, combined with the changes in ocean current, turned the climate into a chaotic, unpredictable force. The seas rose and fell. Weather patterns that had existed for millions of years were torn apart, and what was once stable now seemed in constant flux. The rise of new landscapes created a patchwork world of different ecosystems, isolated, evolving in their own ways, and pushing life to adapt to new strange conditions. Vast mountain ranges rose, altering wind and ocean patterns, while in other parts of the world, shallow seas flourished. Life was changing, but not in the way we think. It wasn't just the survival of the fittest, it was survival of the most adaptable. The rules of the game had shifted, and life had to adjust. Fast. Really fast. By the end of Jurassic, the Earth was a completely different place. One that had been reshaped by forces far greater than anything life could control. And yet, for all its growth and grandeur, the Jurassic wasn't invincible. Beneath the surface of this thriving world, danger brewed. There were moments, sharp, sudden, when everything could have ended. Ocean currents collapsed, deep waters turned toxic, massive volcanic pulses poured ash and gas into the skies, dimming the sun and choking the air. Entire marine ecosystems vanished, some regions were silent, life teetered. It wasn't mass extinction, but it came close. And maybe that's what made the Jurassic so powerful. It was a time that danced on the edge. Life grew not because it was safe, but because it was resilient. Damn, that was something. We're gonna start part 2 here before it gets too graphic. In part 3, we reach the final chapter, the end of the dinosaurs, the fall of empires written in stone, and the moment everything changed, forever, or at least until now. So with all of that being said, let's go and watch part 3. I'll see you there.